Comic Uno, and today I'm reading and reviewing Justice League issue 21. I've been super excited for this issue for a while now because Shazam is one of my favorite stories for the New 52, and really, even though it's not really a series, one of my favorite series, let's just say, for ongoingly right now, and I'm so impressed with this story, and we'll talk more about Justice League, but this is my most anticipated book, and hopefully it did impress me. But let's talk about updates. First update, there was tons of comics this week. Like, I couldn't even read everything. Usually I read everything and give you in-depth reviews or have exclusive reviews. I couldn't read everything, but I read as much as possible in one day, and I think I did a good job. But here's some exclusive reviews for Comic Uno Episode 3, and that is the place where I review every comic book I read in the week in one show. And here are the exclusive reviews for that show. Jupiter Legacy issue 2, Wolverine X-Men issue 32, Green Team issue 2, Nova issue 5, Morning Glories issue 28, and Scarlet Spider issue 18. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, and of course every comic book I read in one week, in one show, go check out Comic Uno Episode 3, and that's a countdown, so it's worst to best, so that's also entertaining. Also, I have a couple updates for this week and for 2 weeks in the future for Comic Uno, so go check out that kind of important video for updates. So go check that out. That's also annotated. But let's talk about Justice League issue 21. You guys know I'm excited. Yeah, so love this cover. Totally excited to just to see Justice League have Shazam and just have a Shazam story. Let's get a solo series here, which I heard, rumor has it, that we might get a solo series. It kind of makes sense with the end of this issue that we will get a solo series and at least see more Shazam, hopefully his family, which is something I think is special about this secondary story in this series in general. But yeah, love this cover, love this art. Let's get into his story. So in this issue, we get to see two villains here. We get to see the 7 Deadly Sins, which of course is going to connect to all that Pandora box stuff. And I think we'll see more in the Trinity War with the Pandora's box and Black Adam and more magic and more Justice League Dark. I think we'll definitely see more of that. So I think that is definitely going to, again, go into the Trinity War. So we get to see 7 Deadly Sins. He goes into one of those bad parents that one of the children was beating up Billy and the family and making fun of him, so a bully parent. So we get to see him. He's the most evil person in the area, so seven deadly sins go into him. And then Black Adam, who wants Shazam's magic, and Shazam finally learns who's family. And Black Adam's like, I'm your family, give me your magic, you know, we're magically family. And Shazam's like, my family. Alright, and he gives it to his family, which is awesome. He gives it to everybody. I wasn't expecting that. I heard about, it's supposed to be a Shazam family type of issue, but I was just expecting this half, you know? I don't want to ruin my comic, but I was just expecting this half. You know, people that in the preview feed too that are already magic. But I was not expecting this, which really made me happy to see all that. So they help Billy fight Black Adam and fight the 7 Deadly Sins. But Shazam doesn't know how to use his powers, so all the family doesn't have magic anymore. And Billy keeps his magic, and he doesn't destroy Black Adam, but he makes him go away for a little while, and which is kind of cool. And then we get the Trigon type of character for the Trinity 7 Deadly Sins, which I'm sure we're going to see more of 7 Deadly Sins. And then we get to see a Merry Christmas. Billy has a family, which is cool. And then we get to see the beginning. So, obviously, we might see more Shazam, which I'm very happy to see. Hopefully we get that series. But I love this issue. This is like what this whole secondary story is boiling up to be. And this has been so impressed. I've been so impressed with this series, honestly, in this secondary story. Especially for a secondary story. Honestly, I never really read the secondary stories, or sometimes I do when I read a couple of pages. I'm so glad I read this secondary story, because I never really liked Shazam beforehand, or I never really gave him a try. But I actually read back issues because of this, and really fall in love with the Shazam family, and or Captain Marvel family, whatever you want to call it. But I really like the Shazam story, and I love the family in this and how they made it different, but also keep who these characters are. I was really impressed that Freddy and you know, Miss Marvel and all them, Mary, all became part of the Shazam family, but I was really disappointed that they didn't keep their powers. I'm hoping if they do continue this, we'll get to see at least Miss Marvel, Mary Marvel and Freddy keep their powers, because those are two that always kept their powers and always had powers. And if I remember correctly, in one of the issues, Mary could hear that woman, but no one else could. So I'm hoping that also means that she has some sort of potential to have magic. I don't know, but I'm really hoping Freddy and Mary do keep their powers, and honestly all the other ones too, because I really liked all the other characters, and I think they've really grown on me, and I love seeing them have superpowers, and I would love to see a Shazam family, and I really like that about this issue. It was really a Shazam family issue, and having Black Adam, it was just an amazing story, great art, and I really hope this means that we will get to see more of these characters and really have a solo series, because I think it would be one of my favorites, but I would love to see Jeff Johns write it. I don't know if someone else wrote it, what would happen, but I think Billy is such an interesting character. I think this issue reminds us how cool to have a kid become a great superhero, because one thing that Black Adam keeps telling Billy is that you're just a child, you don't understand, which you can see how Billy is still an innocent kid, and I love that. You know, I love seeing the innocence and like that comparison, and we get to see that a lot in this issue. And you know, finally Billy can have a family and a childhood, and I really liked seeing that. And again, he has best of both worlds, because he is Shazam and he is Billy. So I think it just makes Billy's character more interesting, even though he's more arrogant in this. I think you could definitely you can see why he's arrogant, and now that he's a family, I think we're going to see less arrogance, and he's really happy to be part of a family, and that's why I'm really excited, hopefully, to see a solo series from them, because it is just the beginning. And I probably will pick up Constantine, because that's the next time we will see Shazam, and hopefully that'll mean more for the Trinity War and everything, but that'll be the next time I'll be reviewing something Shazam. But really, really impressed with this. Love this issue. I give this 5 stars. If you haven't read the secondary stories, go back. It's really, really great story if you haven't read them. And you probably wouldn't understand this issue if you really weren't reading them, but maybe you'd still be impressed by it. But love this story. 5 stars. Pick of the week. Loved it. Read this issue. Read it. 5 stars. Amazing. I really hope we get a solo series. But this is Comic Uno, guys. This is my pick of the week, guys. Really read this. It's awesome. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Red Situations, and I'll see you guys later, okay? Pick of the week. Read it. Buy it. Great.